So I haven't done a video on my actual daily driver, my 73 MGB, and it's kind of a parts car that we put together for during the time I've been at the shop. I know I haven't recorded a lot of stuff. I've wanted to. It's just this past year was a lot of stuff going on. So I finally got my computer sorted out. I've got things sorted out to where I can do some editing now, and I'm going to try my best again after the many attempts I've had before to make a video or two a week, and I'm going to try to stick to that. So with that being said, I mean, I still have the Gallant here. I haven't done too much to it other than pull the engine out of it and pull it apart. I do have pictures and stuff of that, video of that. My Mirage is sitting over there still in pieces, as I've got so much going on and not enough time to do all the stuff with this project, and not enough disposable income. Many of you probably haven't had as much disposable income in a while either, so I'm really hoping that the economy ticks up, so we'll see how that works out. But yeah, I do want to get back into this, but the main car, like I said, that I'm worried about right now is my everyday car, my daily driver. So this is my 73 MGB. And I don't show it too often. I have shown it a couple times in a video or so, but I haven't really done much on it in terms of showing much about the car, where it was before, how it got here, because it didn't end up like that, or it didn't start out like that, I should say. The car didn't start out that way. It started out in a non-running condition. Another engine was put in. We picked this up from Northern California. I mean, there was a lot of different things have been done to it, and it still needs a whole lot of stuff. It's not a perfect car by any means, but it is a great daily driver. So we'll go ahead and pop the hood here. There's no interior. I mean, I've got seats and that's it. The door cards are kind of shot. There's no carpet, and it's filthy. I do have a nice Nardi steering wheel and shift knob though. Those are some of my favorite parts of the car, besides the wheels, which the wheels are nothing special either. But okay, so that is the this is a Mishimoto aluminum radiator. I've got the electronic distributor, the Pertronics, with the Pertronics coil, the flamethrower coil. It's got a set of HS4s on it that I've tuned in and dialed pretty good so far. I've got this clear fuel filter here. I know that the heater's normally there, but I'm looking more towards making sure that my fuel is clean, and I didn't need a heater. I don't care for a heater in my car. It's my car. Nobody else rides in it most of the time. I don't need one. So that being said, it does have the plug wires as well. It's hard to see. It's got the header with, go up under here. If you can tell here, it's got the full tourist trophy exhaust. Sounds pretty good. The wheels are Rotogrid V 15x7 plus 20 offset. I had them on the green car that I was building for the shop at one point, but because that car is not being built yet, and I've got so much other stuff going on, I just don't have that car had to take a back seat as well as everything else, just so I can even try to make a living. So obviously customer cars come first. So I do have slotted and drilled TRW rotors in the front. Let's see. Stainless braided brake lines, lowering springs, if you can see that here. For those of you who know can see why the hood is a different color. It's the aluminum hood, so it's lightweight. That is not a grill that would be on a 73 normally. That's an earlier grill, which I like, and to me looks better than the fish mouth looking grill, which I was never a fan of. The headlights are an LED conversion. Yeah, so those headlights, for anyone who's actually driven an MGB of the time, or even driven one recently with the factory headlights on, they're not bright. I mean, it's seriously like dim and off. So these, I can see the entire road at night. Made a huge difference. It did change the look of the car. Personally, what I'm probably going to do is find something that's more of a solid light and that looks more factory with a black housing or so. This hardtop is in kind of rough shape. It may not look it, but all the seals are shot. I mean, truth be told, the car looks pretty good, I think, but it's not perfect, as I say. It's a driver. It's a car I threw together with parts from all the other cars that we've had. And some of you may notice the Mitsubishi van there. I got that thing to be more of a daily driver so that I didn't have to drive my MGB all the time. The van, I'll post in another video. It's really, it's an odd looking thing. It's something that I've always liked. A lot of people aren't going to like it. My wife calls it a milk carton. To each their own. I absolutely love it, and that'll be in another video, like I said, at some point. So, I mean, there's so many projects that we have, so many more than we did have. So there's tons of content. It's just a matter of making the content. But what I decided to do today is film the car a little bit, show a little bit about it, go for a drive, show the car running and driving, and just basically reintroduce things back to the channel and get on my feet again. So it's been a couple of years that things have been pretty rocky, but I'm starting to get things going back in the right direction. Getting things good. You know, a lot of us have that issue, you know, and you know that happens. But like I said, between the Galant, the Mirage, my MGB, the van, I mean, we picked up an MGC not too long ago, which if you guys are MG people, you'll know what an MGC is, and I can't wait to start working on that. That's a car that I will probably keep forever, and the shop will keep, and it's fantastic. So anyways, let's fire this thing up and take it on a drive. This thing isn't the quickest thing in the world or whatever, but I mean it's a solid car. So, all right, let's. All right, and there it is. It's not a bad car at all. It pulls pretty decent. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's also not unbelievably slow either. It can definitely keep up with traffic on the freeway, no problem. When it's running right, it doesn't have an issue passing people. Some people, not a lot of modern cars. It's not like it has tons of overtaking power. One last thing that I had meant to mention was a lot of people ask me when they see the car, what are the wheel specs, and I mentioned it was 15/7 plus 20 offset, and the tires are 205 50 15. And just so you understand, the only thing that I had to really do to get them to fit and not rub was to roll this inner fender a little bit, and as it tucks up under, it doesn't touch or anything. Now, obviously, when I rolled it here, the paint started cracking and whatnot, but that's to be expected. This isn't a beauty queen. It's not going to win any contests or anything right now. It doesn't look too bad, but it's not going to win any contests. So, in the front, believe it or not, lock to lock, it doesn't have any issues. So, but it is a 15/7 plus 20, 205 50 15 all the way around, and I actually think it has tons of grip, feels wonderful, and I think it handles amazing. So anyways, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing my daily, and like I said, there'll be more pictures and videos of different cars, my projects and everything. It just depends on time, money, and everything else. So take care, and see you in the next one.